I think it's really exciting. I know coming into this season we had higher expectations with, the rookie we brought in, so we didn't know what that was going to come with. We didn't know exactly how the fans would react, but it's exceeded our expectations, I think, especially comparing it to the first half of our season now, heading into, our last game and then heading into the playoffs. It's just, I feel like we have a lot of momentum, and we're just really excited to see where we are today.
Did you know Caitlin before she came here?
No, I just saw her. I watched her play obviously a bunch and didn't know what she'd be like, and just really happy she's here.
Are you guys how would you characterize, are you good friends?
Yeah, we're good friends. We hang out a good amount, and she's a fun person to be around.
The Indiana Fever just released a locker room clip that's taking the internet by storm. Explosive, heartwarming, and completely unexpected. Caitlin Clark, the NCAA's all-time leading scorer and the most electrifying rookie the WNBA has ever seen, made a bold move that left even her teammate Lexie Hull stunned and speechless.
Okay, so when do we ride?
Yes.
The video captures Clark surprising Hull with an incredibly thoughtful gift, leaving fans rethinking everything they thought they knew about team chemistry, rookie hazing, and the Fever's locker room culture. But here's the bigger question. Is this a true sign of unbreakable camaraderie? Or is there something deeper beneath the surface? In most leagues, it's the rookies who get pranked, not showered with lavish gifts. But Caitlin Clark isn't like most rookies. The footage shows Hull, fresh off her recent engagement, receiving a custom-designed piece so personal and meaningful that it instantly went viral.
I was ready to show off the ring.
Was this a genuine act of kindness? Or a calculated power move by the WNBA's newest superstar? Social media is divided, with some calling it a masterclass in leadership, while others speculate about underlying locker room politics. One thing's certain, no team in the league is creating more buzz than the Fever right now. And Caitlin Clark is right at the heart of it. With training camp heating up, this moment could ignite the spark that defines Indiana's 2025 season. If Caitlin Clark is already stepping up as a leader, what does that mean for veterans like Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston? Are we witnessing the birth of a new dynasty, or just another fleeting glimpse of hope for a franchise hungry for success? The stakes have never been higher, and the reactions from fans, analysts, and even other players make it clear. Everyone's watching. For more behind-the-scenes drama, insider takes, and breaking WNBA news, hit that like button, share this with a fellow Hoops fan, and subscribe for the juiciest sports content you won't find anywhere else.
Okay, so when do we ride?
Yes.
The clip that broke the internet. It started innocently enough. Lexie Hull walking into the locker room, completely unsuspecting, before being ambushed by her teammates. Then Caitlin Clark bursts forward, grinning, a sparkling tiara in hand, with Aaliyah Boston close behind, carrying a white bride bag. The room explodes in cheers as Clark, full of electric energy, plops the tiara onto Hull's head, crowning her like WNBA royalty. The moment was playful, spontaneous, and brimming with camaraderie. Exactly the kind of raw, unfiltered joy that sent the internet into a frenzy. Within minutes, Clark and Hull was trending, and the Fever's social media team watched their engagement numbers skyrocket. But here's the real question. Was it pure locker room fun? Or a brilliantly calculated PR move? Fans weren't the only ones analyzing the clip. WNBA insiders quickly picked up on the deeper dynamics of play. A rookie, Clark, and franchise cornerstone, Boston, teaming up to celebrate a veteran like Hull in such a public way, raised eyebrows. Typically, rookies are expected to keep a low profile, but Clark, ever the disruptor, flipped the script by taking the lead on the gesture.
Hey now, okay, all right, and I want to talk to you a little bit about the Fever. You guys got some new additions. What was it like hearing the news? And I'm so excited for the Fever to come. So yeah, what is it like for you guys and for the squad looking ahead?
I mean, I think we're just so excited, and I think, it's still I'm still getting used to this. Heading into my 4th year, every single season, every team, it looks so different with just the changes across the league.
Was this a genuine bonding moment, or a clever power play to solidify her position within the team's hierarchy? The debate quickly divided social media. One side hailed it as refreshing leadership, while skeptics murmured, since when do rookies orchestrate the surprises?
And another impact play late here from Lexie Hull, who's fouled. Well, that's just been her story.
She has been outstanding. She doesn't need the ball. She doesn't need a play run for her, but she will make a winning play.
The timing was undeniably perfect. With the Fever primed for a breakout season and Clark's every move under the microscope, this clip didn't just go viral. It positioned Indiana as the league's most charismatic squad. But beneath the laughs and confetti emojis, the real story might be simpler. This team isn't just building chemistry, they're weaponizing it. And if opponents think the Fever are all hype, this locker room energy just proved they're playing chess while everyone else is stuck playing checkers.
I think it's really exciting. I know coming into this season, we had higher expectations with, the rookie we brought in, so we didn't know what that was going to come with. We didn't know exactly how the fans would react, but it's exceeded our expectations, I think, especially comparing it to the first half of our season now, heading into, our last game and then heading into the playoffs. It's just, I feel like we have a lot of momentum, and we're just really excited to see where we are today.
Caitlin before she came here?
No, I just saw her. I watched her play obviously a bunch and didn't know what she'd be like, and just really happy she's here.
Are you guys how would you characterize, are you good friends?
Yeah, we're good friends. We hang out a good amount, and she's a fun person to be around.
At first glance, Clark's gesture appears to be a simple, heartwarming moment. But look closer, and the layers begin to unfold. Why would a rookie, still adjusting to life in the league, go out of her way to gift an established player like Hull?
Okay, when do we ride?
Yes.
Some speculate it's a strategic move, a way for Clark to secure her place in the locker room without stepping on any toes. Others argue It's a pure instinct, a sign that her leadership transcends experience. But one thing is clear. This wasn't just a gift. It was a statement. The WNBA has long been a league where respect is earned, not given. Veterans command authority, and rookies typically keep quiet until they've proven themselves. But Clark isn't following that script. By publicly celebrating Hull, she's signaling that she sees herself as an equal, not a newcomer waiting for permission to lead. That kind of confidence is rare, and it's either going to galvanize the Fever or stir up friction behind closed doors.
Some good length on the perimeter on Kalen. That is a tough pass! Wow. And somehow she got it in.
Man, the pass and the cut and
Then there's the social media factor. In an era where every locker room moment is scrutinized, Clark's gesture wasn't just for Hull. It was for the cameras too. The Fever's engagement numbers are soaring, and Clark's brand is growing by the second. Whether intentional or not, this was a masterclass in modern athlete branding, effortlessly blending authenticity with undeniable marketability.
Yeah. Cool. I'm sorry, I'll stop. I'm feeling good.
The backlash no one saw coming. Not everyone is celebrating. Almost immediately, critics emerged, accusing Clark of performative kindness. Why is the rookie acting like the team captain? One viral tweet read. Others pointed out that Hull, a 3-year veteran, shouldn't need the validation from a first-year player. Beneath it all lies a growing narrative. Clark's star power is shaking up traditional team dynamics. And she hasn't even played a regular season game yet.
You know, a reason that I'm out there is to try to make an impact defensively, and I know I was undersized going against DB, and so trying to just be as active as I could, get my hands on as many balls as I could, and take advantage of that. Caitlin? Yeah. What are we done? Oh, Lex.
We got chemo, we got...
I know it's soon.
This one's for Kelly.
Even former players weighed in. When I was a rookie, I kept my head down and worked, said one anonymous WNBA alum. This feels different. The implication, Clark's approach could rub some the wrong way, especially if veterans feel overshadowed. With training camp battles on the horizon, could this spark unseen tensions? Or is this simply the natural evolution of a league where personalities are just as important as talent?
Xander Lucini, some good length on the perimeter on wow. And somehow she got it in.
man, the pass and
The Fever's response? Silence. No statements, no interviews. Just the clip, left to speak for itself. And maybe that's the smartest move. Because whether you love it or hate it, one thing is clear. Everyone's talking about Indiana. And in today's sports landscape, attention is currency.
Into the timeout.
Wallace is certainly going to give Christie's side something.
The Fever are no longer begging for attention. They're commanding it. And with Clark at the center, they're proving that star power alone isn't enough. You need heart, hustle, and a little drama to stay relevant. From underdogs to headliners, for years the Indiana Fever were an afterthought in the WNBA, struggling to fill seats, lacking star power, and drifting in mediocrity. But in just a few short months, Caitlin Clark's arrival has completely flipped the script. This viral locker room moment isn't just about a gift. It's symbolic of a franchise reborn.
In a state where basketball is king, they won their first professional basketball championship since 1973. What a moment for Harvey Ketchings, watching Tamika get a championship, and she's with Holly now.
Well, Tamika, this has been a long time coming. How difficult was this for you tonight to close it out?
The Fever are no longer begging for attention. They're commanding it. And with Clark at the center, they're proving that star power alone isn't enough. You need heart, hustle, and a little drama to stay relevant.
banks it home to beat the shot clock. Clark and Hull with an answer on the other end. What a pass.
You know it's coming as a defense.
The contrast between last season and now is staggering. Remember when Indiana was just fighting for playoff relevance? Now, they're the talk of the league, with sold-out preseason games, record-breaking jersey sales, and a social media following, growing by the minute. Clark's gesture toward Hull wasn't just a feel-good moment. It was a signal to the entire WNBA. Indiana isn't just here to compete. They're here to dominate, both on and off the court.
Lexie's whole team, Team Rose, got a big-time win against the Lunar Owls, but unfortunately, as you're gonna check later in the video when I post the statistics, she wasn't really a major contributor, and she was going viral for a layup.
But with great hype comes great pressure. The Fever haven't won a championship since 2012, and fans are hungry for a return to glory. If this team stumbles early, will the narrative shift just as quickly? Or is this locker room energy the real deal? A sign of unshakable chemistry that could carry them deep into the playoffs? One thing's for sure, no one's sleeping on Indiana anymore.
No. Hull, another offensive loose ball. Boston has it out to Clark. Dunton's reset. They gave Indiana a full shot clock. Short Hull, another offensive rebound.
While Caitlin Clark is stealing the headlines, let's not overlook Lexie Hull's silent power move. The third-year guard has been a steady presence for the Fever, but until now, she's flown under the radar. Clark's public acknowledgement of her engagement wasn't just a kind gesture. It was a spotlight moment that could redefine Hull's career. In a league where role players constantly fight for recognition, this gift may have just cemented Hull as a core piece of Indiana's future.
But watching Caitlin when she's out there, just the passes that she is willing to try, and some of the tight windows that she'll toss out there, obviously the transition outlets and stuff. How much of an adjustment was it for you to play off of someone that passes like that?
I mean, I definitely got passes and tried to finish when I wasn't expecting to get the ball. So like now it's like, okay, every cut I have, every cut I make, every fast break I run.
Think about it. Hull could have brushed off the moment, played it cool. Instead, her genuine shock and emotion told the real story. This wasn't just another day in the locker room. It was validation for a player who's been grinding behind. The scenes. This kind of visibility is career-changing. And if Hull channels this energy into the season, watch out. A confident, empowered Hull could be the X factor that propels the Fever from playoff hopefuls to true contenders.
Okay, when do we ride?
Yes.
But here's the twist. What if this was also Hull's way of sending a message? By embracing Clark's gesture so publicly, she's subtly reinforcing her own value to the franchise, especially in a contract year where every moment counts. This one just reminded the entire league that Lexie Hull isn't just a role player. NBA teams are reacting, and you better believe the rest of the WNBA was watching. In a league where team chemistry can make or break a season, the Fever's viral moment didn't just resonate with fans. It sent shockwaves through rival locker rooms. The Las Vegas Aces, New York Liberty, and Seattle Storm.
Advantage. Clark slings it over to Hull. Wide open three. She got it.
Aren't just competing for titles. They're fighting for cultural relevance. And if Indiana's organic, player-driven moments keep stealing the spotlight, other franchises will be forced to respond. Whispers are already emerging about how teams might counter the Fever's momentum. Will we see more behind-the-scenes content from contenders? More emphasis on player bonds? Or will veterans across the league push back, doubling down on the old-school mentality that rookies should earn their stripes before taking center stage? The Aces' Aja Wilson and the Liberty's Brianna Stewart are established superstars, but none have a rookie like Clark shifting the narrative this fast.
But Caitlin Clark in the Indiana Games has really taken upon her shoulders to be more aggressive offensive. She has stepped up her game in that opportunity. Caitlin Clark for three, rattled.
Reese that has recorded consecutive 20-plus.
I love her. I love the way Caitlin Clark is playing.
This isn't just about basketball anymore. It's about influence. And right now, the Fever are writing the playbook on how to merge talent, personality, and social media savvy into an unstoppable force. The question is, who's going to challenge them? What does this mean for the WNBA's future? Caitlin Clark's arrival was always going to change the game. But nobody predicted it would happen this fast. The WNBA has spent years fighting for mainstream attention. And now, thanks to moments like this, the league is reaching heights it's never seen before. Clark isn't just a player. She's a cultural phenomenon. And the Fever are riding that wave to unprecedented exposure. But with great visibility comes great responsibility.
Happy birthday, dear Lex!
If Indiana stumbles, critics will pounce, calling this whole era overhyped. But if they deliver, it could usher in a new golden age for the WNBA. One where storytelling, player personalities, and on-court excellence merge into must-see entertainment. The league's TV deals, sponsorships, and attendance records could all see a seismic boost. And it all traces back to moments like Clark and Hull's locker room exchange.